Good morning and welcome to Act Locally Live. I'm your host, Elizabeth Riley. We are here talking about Act Locally Waco and ways that you can get involved, get informed, and get a community every single morning, 7:30 sharp. We're here delivering your favorite news. So today, Friday, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. It is Adoptable Pets and Weekend Events. Today we are going to share fluffy friends who are available for adoption and then places that you can take them all weekend long so you can find your soulmate and your community all in one weekend. Sounds great, right? Before we get into all of that, I want to share something because we're talking about our fluffy friends. Hank Green, one of my favorite writers, authors, educators in general, released an app called Focused Friend. He just released it, and the premise is pretty simple. The more time you spend off your phone, the longer your virtual bean friend can knit its scarves and socks. How precious is that? Eventually, once your little bean friend has focused for long enough and knitted, done all of his work, you can trade in those items to decorate the room that he lives in. It's ad-free, it doesn't store any of your data. It's also free to download to your phone, but there are in-app purchases that you can make to get a better experience. The lo-fi aesthetic of the app is joined by calming classical music as the knitting focus timer ticks down. So it's super peaceful, and if you cancel that timer before it's over, your little bean friend will lose all of his progress. He drops a stitch, and it makes him feel so sad and terrible. And you don't want to do that. You want him to finish all of his projects, and you want to decorate his room. I've been trying it out, and yesterday I was like, this is cool. It's really nothing special though. However, I've started decorating that little dude's room, and now I'm really excited about it. It's just some nice intentional practices that we were talking about earlier with Title Tuesday. Slowing down, being able to focus for a little bit longer. It's nice. It's a useful aid. It's not anything new. There are tons of other different tips and tricks that have been released on how to focus. There are different apps that you can use, different YouTube videos that you can use that are all pretty much the same thing, but it's a focus friend. Is that not my job too? Hey guys. Anywho, today, Friday, August 22nd, is National Be an Angel Day. How sweet is that? Being an Angel Day encourages good deeds and kindness to others. By supporting those in need and inspiring others to kindness, we display an act of being an angel here on earth. This day also recognizes those who might have been angels to us. Sometimes we've had a terrible day and there's just somebody who comes in and turns it all around. Whether it's from bad news or poor planning, we all just have days that end up in the dirt. But a kind word, a hug, or even a pleasant atmosphere makes a difference. So, one of the most vulnerable populations that you can help during this time, immediately, being an angel to, is our stray animals here in Waco. Texas summers are sweltering hot. This one has been pretty mild, but the sun still heats up the pavement and roads and sidewalks to absolutely unimaginable temperatures. If you're uncomfortable being in the heat, walking barefoot outside, just imagine how these vulnerable, defenseless creatures feel. They feel just as bad, if not even worse. Stray animals, cats, dogs, any other critter out in the wild, they still suffer from sunburn, heat exhaustion, and dehydration, just like us. So while you may think that an animal's paw pads are built for durable, like all-terrain, they still burn within minutes of being on a hot surface. It's like putting your hand on a griddle. It's hot any other way. So if you see any animal walking with like little high steps, please just take a moment and show them some compassion, bring them inside, give them a cool place, give them some rest, and rehydrate them. In my time at Waco, wow. During my time in Waco, I have picked up 3 different stray animals. I used to be the kind of kid that was always like, Mom, pull over the car. We need to go help this animal. And she's like, we have to get you to school. I fear this is not an option. However, now that I'm in control, now that I'm the captain of my car, my vehicle, best believe that I am stopping and pulling over for every single animal I see that needs help. What can I say? What can I say? The first animal that I picked up was honestly the game changer for me. I found her on 12th and Gurley over in the Baylor Bubble, and she was just this tiny little scraggly dog, and I was like, oh my goodness. I'm not a small dog person whatsoever, but she looked so sweet. I had pulled my car over. She immediately started running up, tried hopping in my car. I was like, okay, so you clearly belong to somebody. We're going to get you home. I took her in. She had some open wounds on her back, so brought her home, gave her a bath. Turns out that the Humane Society was closed for the weekend due to staffing issues, so she ended up staying with me for 3 whole days. And I named her Iris, which is the state flower of Tennessee, by the way. And she was just a little old lady. I had no idea that she was ancient until I took her into the shelter and found out that she was missing almost all of her teeth. I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I even check that? But when I picked her up and I took her to the firehouse, I got her scanned for a microchip and she didn't have one, which is why I just went into the steps of caring for her and eventually getting her to the shelter. But she kind of set up the whole process. She was my learning curve, if you will. So the next animal that I found was this big, beautiful brown husky. He looked like a bear, and that's what we ended up naming him. He was found on 11th and Spate over in the Baylor Bubble as well. And we took him to a bunch of different firehouses because, sometimes they're out and about saving people and they don't, they can't cater to me and my dogs. What do you mean? So we were running around the city trying to get her scanned for a microchip. Bear didn't end up having one. So we were able to get him into a safe home, someone who was able to care for him. And then finally, my last one that I just recently found saved is honestly the best success story yet. So I was catching up with some friends at La Fiesta, the beautiful Tex-Mex restaurant here in Waco. There was a dog that was kind of running around outside the patio area, which of course is where me and my friends sit because we are loud and obnoxious. And we immediately brought the dog in because we were the only people out there. It was shaded. We had a bunch of extra waters on our table, started, just hydrating her. We eventually brought the dog from the restaurant to the firehouse again. They know me there. They know my face. Scanned for a microchip, which she had. What? This is the first time that had happened. So we took her to multiple shelters around the area. Once again, they were scanning the microchip, trying to get into contact with the information that was on the microchip. And eventually, Pet Circle was able to pull up a different number that was assigned to this pup, and someone picked up the call. Oh my gosh, I could have cried tears of joy. This person's dog had been missing for 72 hours, which is just enough time to freak out. And I was able to bring that sweet little escape artist right back home. And it was just a super happy ending. So again, today is Furry Friend Friday. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of adoptable pets in local shelters here, share all of the events that you can attend with them this weekend. And then I will be back with more right after this break.
Welcome, guys. You're at the 10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirit Company tasting room here. So we're located in basically central Colorado in the Rocky Mountains. Our 2 flagship whiskeys are our rye whiskey and our bourbon. Our rye whiskey is our most awarded spirit. Our bourbon's our best seller. We're very proud of it. We think you're going to love it too. If you don't like it, send it back to us. We'll drink it for you.
10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirit Company, Colorado.
The dress collar polo. The only polo with a spread collar. Gives you the look of a dress shirt, but with the comfort of a polo shirt. Lightweight and breathable. Perfect for the office. Right with a suit. 4-way stretch comfort. Moisture wicking tech. Built-in collar stays. Short sleeve. Multiple collar options. Collars and Company.
What I love most about playing basketball is the competition. I really just like being shifty, mastering hesitation moves, changing direction, building chemistry with new teammates. If you're not having fun while you're playing, there's no point in playing the game. You know what to do. Escape Basic. Pair of Thieves quick dry underwear. It wicks away sweat and helps keep you dry. You looking forward to fishing season?
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
Back to Act Locally Live. I am your host, Elizabeth Riley. Today is Friday, August 22nd, and today is Furry Friend Friday, where I'm going to share a bunch of adoptable pets in the area, and then also a ton of events that you get to take them to this weekend. So the city of Waco has a history of stray dogs and cats just walking the streets, overcrowding shelters, etc. Having penetrable enclosures, failing to register microchip information, and misunderstanding animal sexual reproduction are all causes for the rapidly increasing stray animal rates here in Waco. But there are so many fantastic animal shelters and pet adoption agencies here in Waco that you can find your next best friend. So first up, at Pet Circle, we have this adorable brown 5-year-old female pit bull terrier named Sheba Sheebs. She was brought to the shelter back in March of 2023. This is their longest occupant. She has 2 names because she is twice as nice, with her beauty matching her sweetness. Look at those eyes, just so pretty. Playtime is Sheba Sheeb's favorite time, since she loves being out and about. Me too, girl. She would absolutely love a space to sharpen her running and leaping skills, although she's not opposed to walks. Not only is Sheba a people person, but she is friendly with other dogs as well. In fact, Miss Sheba Sheebs is a Hall of Famer in Pet Circle's gentle playground, but she knows how to get rough and rowdy as well. I love a girl who knows how to balance life. If you're interested in this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, you can call 254-754-1454. Again, 254-754-1454 for more information, or you can visit her at 2032 Circle Road. Also at Pet Circle is Miss Dior. She is a 3-year-old puppy who highly resembles a German Shepherd. Look at that dark little face. Miss Dior has been at the shelter since April of 2023, and she is just looking for somebody to give her the home that she needs. Also at Pet Circle is Mr. Goose. Goose is a 7-year-old black and white dog who is assumed to be a pit bull terrier mix. Goose loves long walks on the beach or down the street, but even more, he loves long naps afterwards. Me too. Goose is highly sociable. He loves his humans, which is only equaled by his love for blankets, snuggles on the couch, and the movie Hocus Pocus. Since Goose is all about comfort, he is not a morning person, and he will gladly sleep in with you every single day. Goose is pretty chill around other dogs his size, but he hasn't met any small dogs yet. He seems like an all-around great guy, but he's not a cat person. Goose, we can never get along, sweet boy. I'm sorry. Goose was made for the sheets, not the streets. Go pick up this couch potato and give him the home and life that he has always wanted. Look at how sweet. Up next, Bosky Animal Rescue has this sweetie named Cowboy. Cowboy is one of a few dogs that has been left behind at the Bosky Animal Rescue kennels. Unfortunately, his owner could no longer care for him and thought that dumping him at Bark would be the best option. It never is. If you didn't know, dumping animals in Texas is illegal. Cowboy seems to be a little dog selective, so only female siblings for this guy. But he is still very, very young, barely a year at most, so he still has all of his puppy energy. He loves to play fetch with anybody who's willing. Frisbees and balls are his favorite way to get to his heart. He is young and he is working on manners, and that will need to continue if he's adopted. He just needs a job and a place to play endlessly. He would absolutely love to be in an active family. Finally, Fairy Tales and Tiny Tales Rescue has 2 cats available. First up is Bowie. Bowie, the icon, the legend, the kitten. Bowie has been in foster care for 3 whole months, which to a cat in cat years is like forever. He's just waiting for someone to realize that he is the total package. He's devastatingly handsome. He is a champion sibling wrestler, professional snuggler, a purring machine, and an Olympic-level eater. Once Bowie has exhausted himself with chaos, he literally leaps onto his foster parents' lap and is like, "Hello? Still no adopter? I guess I'll settle for you again." He's charming, he's needy, he's absolutely everything. What more do you want from him? A resume? Adopt him before his ego gets any bigger, or don't, and he'll just keep dramatically sighing into the void. Up next is Batty. Batty has also been in foster care for 3 months now, and apparently people are missing what he brings to the table. Batty often runs on the no brain cells mode and usually is confused about everything. That's also how I feel on Fridays, Batty. He loves to make biscuits and occasionally suckle on the bed for a little extra comfort. He is missing 4 toe beans due to a tragic accident, but his one remaining mighty toe bean is ready to conquer the world. Adopt Batty and he will bring you years of amazing cuddles, random zoomies that will keep you entertained or terrified, and just the best black cat energy. Finally, I want to shout out Laura's House Shelter. They are a no-kill shelter in Limestone County that I adopted my own cat from. Her name is Finch. She is my pride and joy. You can contact Laura's House Shelter at laurashouseshelter.com or email them at laurashouse2021@gmail.com. I'm going to share more about ways that you can take all of these beautiful, lovely friends out into the community after this quick break.
When you view the glass half full, the little things become magical. Like kicking back and sharing laughs, spread good vibes, and they'll come back. Celebrate what you love with what you wear, even if what you love is kind of weird. Life is good in super soft tees that spark smiles and connectivity. 10% of profits go to help kids heal. So choose optimism and make the magic real. Visit lifeisgood.com.
What I love most about playing basketball is the competition. I really just like being shifty, mastering hesitation moves, changing direction, building chemistry with new teammates. If you're not having fun while you're playing, there's no point in playing the game. You know what to do. Escape Basic. Pair of Thieves quick dry underwear. It wicks away sweat and helps keep you dry. You looking forward to fishing season?
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
I've gotten a lot of questions as to where people can find the best supplements.
And that's why we have the Swell Score, because we have created this platform where our team of researchers and doctors have come together to bring top-notch quality supplements and information.
We make sure that if we are recommending a product, that it hasn't been reviewed by the same company that is producing that product.
Now we have a resource that we can do that.
Hello and welcome back to Act Locally Live. I'm Elizabeth Riley, and before we get into all the things that you can do around Waco this weekend, I want to take a second to show you this beautiful art we have here hanging behind me. Wow, how gorgeous. Thank you, Russell Campbell, for coming in and donating these beautiful pieces, trying to replace some of the sports stuff out of here. We also have a book behind me being Meditations on Being by Rachel Ruth Tate. It's almost like a poetry composition collection, but each of these meditations are labeled, and then it's more like a statement of wisdom that follows. So it's really beautiful. Thank you so much for dropping those by. But here are all of the things coming at you in Waco this weekend. First up, Fabled Bookshop is celebrating 6 years, 6 whole years in Waco, with a practically perfect weekend of events. There is musical theater trivia happening tonight, Friday, August 22nd, and a Mary Poppins story time happening tomorrow, Saturday, the 23rd. Tomorrow is actually National Find Your Inner Nerd Day, so that's very on brand. They're having themed giveaways, kite crafts, and festive drinks, so you do not want to miss this weekend at Fabled. Waxahachie, our neighbors to the north, are celebrating their 175th birthday bash at the Rail Yard Park tonight, Friday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. The city is bringing you a drone show, food trucks, community art displays, kids' activities, and so much more. Go support our neighbors and get some delicious cupcakes courtesy of H-E-B. Wild Thistle Herbs and Alchemy is hosting an herbal incense crafting tomorrow, Saturday, August 23rd at 10:30 a.m. You can join them at 3000 Colcord Avenue for a thoughtfully curated craft that will leave your house smelling amazing and the vibes set right. The Brookview Neighborhood Association is throwing a neighborhood party tomorrow, Saturday the 23rd, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Come to the Brookview Neighborhood Association's membership drive event to get involved in your neighborhood. You can learn about getting your curb painted with your address and other local happenings. There will be free food, bounce houses, and so much more. The Lorena Cheese House is serving up cheese and wine jellies. Lorena Cheese House will be sampling several of their house-made wine jams, as well as several of their cheeses carried in store tomorrow, Saturday, August 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This event is totally free. Just come by at 102 East Center Street, Lorena, Texas. Enjoy some samples and check out their special sales going on now. The Waco Downtown Farmers Market is an absolute staple in my weekend schedule. I go every time to get my produce. At the East Bridge Street Plaza from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can find the best fresh produce vendors, local cooks and creatives, as well as adoptable dogs available through the Humane Society. One of my favorite parts is walking in, petting all of the dogs, and then going and getting what I need. That's just the best way to start it. This Saturday, Cameron Park Zoo is hosting a park cleanup from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The zoo has adopted the mouth of the Bosque in Cameron Park and is dedicated to cleaning up the entire area. They will meet in the parking lot of the mouth of the Bosque, and they will be providing trash bags and a weigh station to measure all of the waste collected and make sure that aluminum cans get recycled. The Cloven Heart Farm Sanctuary has an open volunteer day this Sunday, August 24th. You can join them Sunday starting at 10 a.m. for a day of fun, giving back, and making a difference. Come meet their adorable animal residents, help out with various tasks around the sanctuary, and don't worry, no experience is needed. Just bring your enthusiasm and your willingness to help. Whether you're a seasoned volunteer or whether you're new to the world of animal sanctuaries, Cloven Heart Farm Sanctuary welcomes you with open arms. They are just happy to have your assistance. Don't miss this opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals and contribute to a great cause. I'm Elizabeth Riley, and you know what? It's Friday. So I'm going to give you this time to go reflect on all the things that we've said this week. And I'm also going to go head to the Zach Owens show so that you can catch me live there again with your Nashville news and a little bit more Act Locally news. You can also find me on the Ann Harder Show, and you can find more on Act Locally Waco on our Instagram or Facebook, Act Locally Waco, or on our website, actlocallywaco.org. It has been a lovely week, and I'm so happy to be sitting here at 7:30 a.m. every morning with you. I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.